Okay, so first let's have a look at the exterior of the box. So on the front we have the box art. The Gundam Barbatos looks pretty cool here. It's basically holding the long sword, which we have yet to see yet. Sort of like a sort of come at me pose almost. So that's kind of cool. And at the very bottom here we have just the characters, and again Gundam Barbatos from the side. I'm really interested to see where Gundam Barbatos gets this sword from. Perhaps we'll see it in the next episode. Let's have a look at the side of the box here. We've got some action poses with Gundam Barbatos again holding that big sword, as well as the anti-fortress cannon with the long barrel. Let's see here, what else do we have? We've got the hands. It looks like we can move the individual fingers, possibly. I'm not sure actually. It looks actually that might just be. So it looks like the hands are actually set in its individual grips, but we have a choice of a closed hand and an open hand. I'm not sure what we're seeing here at the bottom of this image. It looks a bit like let's see. It's the backpack. Okay, so the backpack has an arm. Is that an arm? Yeah, an arm, which I'm guessing holds the anti-fortress cannon. So that'll be interesting. We'll have a look at that. And we also have a small image here showing that the Gundam Barbatos can have the weapons attached to the backpack. On the other side of the box we have a front and a rear image of Gundam Barbatos, and we also have the inner skeleton frame as well. So as I said at the beginning of the video, the premise behind Gundam Barbatos is that it can interchange its armor with other mobile suits, and I'm guessing other Gundam mobile suits. So hopefully we'll be seeing the Gundam Barbatos improve its overall armor as we go through the anime series. Okay, so pretty simple explanation here to the exterior of the box. Let's go ahead and open it. Okay, so straight away we have the seals and stickers. Very shiny, glossy stickers here. Just a few though. See, we have the leg components there. Leg armor. Looks like the Gundam eyes here. Not too sure what those components are. I'm guessing these are the skeleton frame. Yep, looks like it. And I'm not too sure. I think those fingers are locked, so it looks like we won't be able to move the individual fingers on this build. But we do have the open and closed grips. It's the wow, the anti-fortress barrel is really long. That's actually pretty cool. And the sword as well. That sword is massive. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's actually really cool. See here the instruction booklets. Have a quick look inside. Okay, so yep, the skeleton frame. Looks like the armor components will be able to simply click onto that skeleton frame. Okay, looks like a relatively simple build, to be honest. This particular master grade. Oh, page that folds out here. Let's see if we're getting all that on camera. Yes, we are. Okay. Oh, butterfingers. Okay, so the long sword there attaches to the backpack with a looks like a small hook component there, so we'll be able to possibly rotate the sword on the backpack. And the I'm not entirely sure if this is called an anti-fortress cannon. do let me know in the comment section below if you know what the actual name for this cannon is. Long range artillery cannon. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks really cool now that I've seen the actual size of the weapon. So that would be cool to put it together. And on the very back here we have some action poses. The sword here again. Let's just call it I'm just going to keep calling it the anti-fortress cannon until someone else corrects me. But the anti-fortress cannon can attach to the backpack there with this particular arm, and it looks like the arm is able to move up and down on that backpack. And as I said before, it can be all attached to, all the weapons can be attached to the backpack there. Okay, so it looks like a pretty simple build. Let's go ahead and start building it. So I'll come back once all the components are put together, and then we'll come back to the video and we'll construct the Gundam together for you. Okay, see you real soon. So I've just finished putting together the skeleton frame. Pretty simple, nothing really too intricate here. So I'll go ahead and quickly put this together for you and talk you through each component, and then we'll pause the video again, and I'll get all the armor components ready, and then we'll come back and put the armor components on. Okay. So what we have here is the waist components and the two legs. Pretty good movement in the toes. Oh, I can go all the way back. Yeah, pretty good movement there. You can't. Oh, you can rotate them. My bad. Okay, that's cool. I was kind of worried you couldn't rotate it, but it's good to see that you can actually rotate. Good. Okay. So yep, good movement in the ankles there. See the leg bend. Yep, you can get the leg pretty high and extend the leg slightly. It's good. You could also have one leg slightly in front of the other, like so. We have to see just what the range of movement is like once the armor is on, but hopefully the armor wouldn't get in the way too much. I'm actually quite surprised at just how much range of movement there is. I thought you wouldn't be able to rotate those feet, but I'm really glad to see that. Okay, fantastic. Looks like you'll be able to do quite a few poses and get the legs into a few positions there for those who like to display their Gundams. Let's go ahead and attach the torso section now, the body frame. Okay. Alright, what's going on there? It's a bit, can't really get, it hits this bit of plastic here when I try to rotate it, so might not be able to rotate the body frame 360 degrees too easily. Doesn't look like it wants to do that at all. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully that won't be too much of a hindrance though. These are the arm components. Quickly attach those as well. Okay, so we can we can lean back slightly and lean forward slightly as well. But it looks like the rotation on the body frame is limited, unfortunately. Let's see the range of movement in the arms real quick here. Let's see. Oh, I should actually, before I do that, we should attach the armor for the shoulder pads. I'm not sure what these are. I'm guessing this is where you attach the shoulder pad armor. So let's quickly attach those before we do the range of movement for the arms. Okay, so those are attached. So you can get the arms pretty high up. Let's see. Pretty straight there. There is a relatively decent range of movement in the arms. Nothing really nothing really hindering the movement too much. Just have to wait and see what it's like once we attach the armor components. And then we'll quickly attach the head as well. And the head, of course, 360 can look up slightly and look down. If we were to lean the body frame, oh gosh, Sorry about that. If we okay, so the body frame was already leant back as far as it could go. It doesn't look like you'll be able to lean the Gundam back unless it's happening at the knee joint. That's unfortunate. You can lean forward slightly, and with the head it can look down and it can look up. Well, to be honest, it doesn't look like it can look up at all. It can only look straight in front of, but it can look down. So that's a bit unfortunate. I like to have some of those. I like to do those poses where the head is sort of looking up into the sky. But okay. So from the legs to the waist, there's quite good range of motion. But once we get to the body frame up, we seem to have quite a few limitations in the arms, the body frame, and the head itself, which is a bit unfortunate to see. But I like the fact that they have rotation in the toes, or the feet even, so you can have the legs sort of spread out a bit. Stand for me, stand. Okay, looks like he needs to go to the toilets, or she might need to go to the toilets. Okay, so that's the Gundam skeleton frame. I'm going to pause the filming now and quickly attach the Gundam armor components, and then we'll come back and show you the Gundam Barbatos with all the different armor attached. So stay with us, be right back. Okay, so I've put together all the armor components and I've attached it to the Gundam skeleton frame. So we'll go ahead and just put all the components on together now, because I've already shown you the range of movements with the skeleton frame. But there's no point going through all the individual components again. I'll just go ahead and attach everything, and oops, that just dropped off. I'll just go ahead and attach all the components, and then show you the range of motion one more time with the components attached, with the armor components attached, I mean. And then we'll talk about the individual features of this Scale 100 build for the Gundam Barbatos. Okay, so legs are attached. We'll go ahead and attach the body frame. What I've noticed with this particular build is that because we have the skeleton frame, the armor components are, well, they're a bit fragile, I guess. They can come off quite easily. So I mean, well, the premise behind Gundam Barbatos, I read somewhere online that Gundam Barbatos was supposed to be able to interchange its armor with other Gundam frames from the Calamity War, so we could be looking at a very different Gundam Barbatos as we progress through the series. We've already seen that it's getting a huge upgrade in the last episode. I think it was episode 9, was it? So why is that armor not attaching very well? Come on. Okay. Alright, so that's the shoulder pads and the arms attached. We'll go ahead and attach the head. Okay, so that's Gundam Barbatos now with all its armor components attached. We'll do some range of movements tests real quick. Still got good rotation in the ankles here. You can go up that far with the toe, and once you have the armor attached, you can't actually bend the foot all the way back like you could before. Let's go ahead and bend the knees here. See, you've got pretty good bend there. Let's extend the leg out a bit, like so. And then if we lift that arm up, we can take the leg. That's as far as it will go, the leg to the side, raising up like that. And you can have one leg slightly in front of the other, like so there. Let's see if you'll get a good look at that. Like I said before, when we were just looking at the skeleton frame, there is quite a big, how do you say, quite a big, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, oh gosh, there goes the armor emblem, the head emblem, I mean. Yeah, I'm really disappointed with the lack of movement in the torso, I guess. You can't, oh my gosh, it's coming off again. It's very, very fragile, this particular build. Surprised the other armor components aren't falling off. Hopefully that won't fall off again. If it does, I might just have to leave it off just for the filming of this video. But yes, sorry, what I was trying to say is that I'm disappointed in the lack of movement when you want to lean the torso forward and backwards. It's almost non-existent. It has to happen from the actual waist. So that's kind of disappointing. You can see there, it can literally, that's as far forward as it will go, and then leaning back is almost, well, it's just that, and that's it. So it's a bit disappointing, but I don't know. It's not a master grade build. It's just a scale 1 to 100. So I don't know. Maybe these kind of builds are just basically high grade, but scale 1 to 100, I guess. But yeah, that is disappointing. And leaning left and right also, it's just on a ball joint, and again is very limited too. You can see it there, like so. The waist units here, you do have the flaps which can move slightly at the front. They can move slightly for the legs, but there is a bit of a limitation there. It literally stops there. You can't move that up any higher. The ones to the side can go 90 degrees, and that's it. And then the ones at the back, again, very disappointing. They don't actually move. They are fixed. So if you wanted the leg to come back, that is as far back as it's going to go with the thigh, and then all you could do really is just bend the leg up like so. So I mean, I guess that's not so bad, but I would have liked to have seen these flaps, these back, or the Barbatos rear flaps, armor flaps, to come up more. Guess you can't really call them flaps if they don't move. Armor pads is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, it's just disappointing that they don't move back. Let's see what's going on here. There we go. So one of the armor components sort of came off slightly at the seams, and the leg couldn't bend back straight. Okay, so those are the legs, the body frame, and the waist frame there. The arms, again, with the armor attached, it's not too bad. It's more or less the same as what it was in without the armor attached. But the shoulder armor pads here, just the way they're designed, there is a bit of limitation unless you actually move them up like so, and then you can actually rotate the arms just as you were able to when there was no armor components attached. But then when you do that, you can see the actual joints on the arms, so it kind of looks a bit lame, to be honest. But then I don't know, it's not so bad, I guess, but I guess we just can't really expect much when it's just a scale 1 to 100 and not an actual master grade. I think the master grade builds, you have a little bit more thought that goes into the overall design. Hopefully we'll see a master grade version of Gundam Barbatos, maybe even a perfect grade if the anime is popular. But yes, I mean, like I said, with the skeleton frame, from the waist down to the legs, pretty good range of motion, but from the waist up, there's just quite a few limitations. The head as well, you can't really look up without ripping the head off, but you can look kind of all the way down, and of course you can look left and right, so that's not a problem at all. Let's turn around the Gundam Barbatos and quickly have a look at the back here. So that's the back without the backpack. This is the backpack here. The backpack is a really simple design, nothing really interesting going on. When you want to attach the arms so that the weapons can be held from the backpack but in a different position, you would have to take the actual, well, this part off, so that would come off, and then you have the actual arm, which is this component here, and that would attach, sorry, that way around, that would attach to the backpack, and incredibly fragile. Oh gosh, I took it off. Yeah, it's insanely fragile. I actually had really big problems trying to get the Barbatos posed, holding the anti-fortress weapon. It it was really annoying actually. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get it into the position that I wanted. Why is that not? Okay, so you're supposed to have it in that position. Sorry. So once you have the arm attached, you can have, for example, the fortress cannon would be attached here, and then you could have another arm attached to the backpack for the sword holster. So I guess you could have the sword at Gundam Barbatos' waistline, as if he was carrying the sword down there. But the actual arm design on this build is incredibly fragile, and when you're trying to pose the Gundam holding the weapon properly, the arm will move, and if you don't be careful with it, it might just pop out of like that. The ball joints are very loose on the arm, so it was just a huge pain to position to pose the Gundam holding the anti-fortress weapon. We'll go ahead and attach the backpack now. I'll take this arm off, and I will show it. I will show you with the arm attached, holding the weapon. But first, we'll just quickly attach the backpack here. So backpack, very simple, just pops into the back there. We'll leave Gundam Barbatos standing real quick, and I'll show you the anti-fortress cannon. Again, I'm not entirely sure what this weapon is properly named. It could be an anti-fortress cannon. It could just be a long-range cannon. I'm taking the anti-fortress cannon from Gundam Seed, but I'm sure it's not called that in Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. But I really like the cannon design. I like that it's got this huge long barrel, and if we get this on camera, I can show you how it folds. So this is the cannon in its folded position, obviously, and you can attach the cannon to the backpack with the barrel facing upwards, pointed upwards, sorry. So that's how it would attach to the backpack, and you've got to, it is a bit heavy once you attach that, so you've got to position it properly, otherwise Gundam Barbatos will fall backwards. But that's how he looks with the weapon attached to his back. So I'll quickly show you how this folds. It's actually quite intricate but well thought out. So that pops out, the barrel pops away from the main body, and then you have this sort of arm design which also moves slightly. So you'd pull it up, rotate it, and then you would push it back down, and then from that position you can put the a barrel into the main body of the gun, and then the bottom handle can actually move forward, which is very important. Otherwise the actual hand will be pushing it against the body of the cannon, and it will just be a pain to to get the cannon held by Gundam Barbatos. So I really like the cannon. I think it will look much better, obviously, if it was painted, and the handle can rotate 90 degrees to the left and to the right there. Okay, so we'll put that down to one side. I'll quickly show you the sword, and then we'll have Gundam Barbatos holding the weapons. So the long sword, very easy, nothing really going on here. It's just two pieces of plastic, but the sword would attach to the backpack through here. And of course I would put it in the wrong way because I'm a huge noob. No, wait, was it right the first way? Actually, I don't know. That works, but does that work? That does work. Okay, I had it right the first time, sorry. Okay, so the sword is in. That's what the sword looks like with Gundam Barbatos on the backpack. And then if we attach the cannon in its folded position. Okay, so it is back heavy when you have the weapons attached to the backpack, as you can imagine. Got to sort of lean Gundam Barbatos forward slightly, but yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool. well equipped. I kind of feel like he's missing something in terms of like weapons though. Like this Gundam needs something for medium range, otherwise, you know, he's pretty outgunned unless he's got support from his allies. But does he have Vulcan cannons on the head? I'm not sure. I haven't seen them, I don't think, in the anime yet. Yeah, I think he definitely needs like a medium range weapon. But that's Gundam Barbatos with the weapons attached. Okay, so let's take away the sword and the cannon, and then we'll quickly change the backpack here so we can have the weapons being held on the actual arms of the backpack. So when you take the backpack apart, you have these like sort of side components here, these little grey things. These actually change with when the backpack is popped out with the arms. I'll quickly show you. So you remove those, and then you have these, which are slightly different. Let's do a comparison here. So slightly different. I'm guessing in the anime, when the arm pops out, there's a bit of animation going on where that would happen. So with this build, they give you 4 of these. So that's that there, and then this is the actual backpack arm, so that would attach there. So this is where it gets a bit, shall we say, difficult. It's just, would help if the backpack was attached. Okay, so let's put that in there. So you can see already just how flimsy that is. I mean, maybe if it was painted, it would fit in there a little bit better, but really, really flimsy. And then when you add the weight of the weapon, the weight has to be shared by this arm and the arm of Gundam Barbatos. Otherwise, the weight of the weapon is just going to pull this arm out of the backpack. We'll quickly attach the backpack back there. And we need to change the hands as well. So the hands, unfortunately, are fixed. The fingers, I mean, they aren't movable. They aren't individually movable. So we have to change the hand to the open. Sorry, to the handle grip, which is 2 parts. You get the that side, and you have the fingers on the other side there. Let's quickly unfold the cannon, and then we'll attach the hands. Okay. So the handle has like a little joining connector, so the hand would plug into the connector there. Let's see if we can just get that. Oh, the handle is really really loose as well on the weapon, on the cannon. Quickly get that in there. Okay. So if the handle wasn't moved forward, you can see there the hand would be touching the body of the gun, and that would be really difficult for you to get the Gundam posed into a position where it's comfortably holding the cannon. Okay, let's go ahead and attach. Oh my gosh, the armor on this thing is just so loose. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Gentle now, gentle now. Okay, so we get the cannon underneath there, and then it's just so difficult to do this. It's like you're going to spend so much time getting it into the pose that you want, and then once you finally get it into the pose, if you ever do, you're never going to want to touch it again. You're just going to leave it there and go, that's just caused too much stress. I just can't deal with this anymore. I'm just going to put that Gundam in its glass cabinet and just leave it there forever. Never going to touch it again. Okay, so here we have the arm from the backpack. It plugs into the body of the cannon here. I hope you guys can see that. Let's get that closer to the camera there. So it plugs into there, and then the arm is there attached to the handle. And very important that you have that trigger parts of the cannon moved forward, otherwise you just wouldn't be able to get this position that you're seeing now with Gundam Barbatos. And then you'd have the other hand with the other arm, sorry, with the open hand that would come across, and you would have that hand underneath the barrel there. So this is not, oh gosh, see what I mean? It's so difficult with this. It just doesn't want to be like what I don't like is the cannon is at an angle. It's not straight. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be like that, but to get it into the position that you want it to be, where it's actually straight, is just everything's falling off. The backpack arm is falling off. The arm is popping out. There's just way too many. Oh, that's my gas heater. Apologies. There's just way too many things to consider when trying to pose this Gundam and get it into the right pose that you want it. It's really flimsy. Everything's popping out. So I really wish they would have put a little bit more thought into the design here when it comes to posing this Gundam build. I'm not sure if it would be any different if it wasn't if it was a master grade or whatnot. I mean, it's just a scale 1 to 100, but yeah, I'm not even going to try to get it into a better pose here, because it's just going to cause me too much stress. Getting stressed from posing Gundams. It's just, you know, just don't want that to be happening at all. Too many things to do. Okay, so yeah, that's Gundam Barbatos. Not holding the weapon all that well. I think that's as good as we're going to get with this review video. But I did get a slightly better pose in the up close video, which I'll link at the very end of this video if you haven't seen it already. Okay, so that's Gundam Barbatos holding the anti-fortress cannon with the backpack arm attached. Very fragile. I'll just quickly put him down, and let's see if we can do the same thing with the sword, which I haven't actually done yet, so that will be interesting. Okay. Alright, good job, Gundam Barbatos. Oh my gosh, look at you. You're just all coming apart now. My goodness. Alright, let's just remove that arm. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Unbelievable. Gosh, okay. Let's quickly attach that there. I'm sorry if this video is coming out badly. It's just, I can't believe just how flimsy this build is. Oh man. Alright, let's get those hands out the way. Let's put the open hand back. One less component to worry about. Let's see. Oh, now the body armor. It's coming up. The shoulder pads are falling off. Okay. What are we missing here? Alright, let's get that backpack armor back on. Component, I mean. Okay, I'll attach you there. Then take the sword holster bit off. Oh, he's gonna fall forwards. Stand for me, Gundam Barbatos, stand. This is no time to be sleeping on the job. Alright. Quickly put those components on. Okay. I do wonder if they're going to release... I mean, I think it's quite obvious that Gundam Barbatos is going to be getting some armor upgrades and new weapons. I'm not sure if we'll actually see a whole new, completely different Gundam entirely, or if it's just going to be new armor components. So I'm wondering if they're going to release maybe just an armor components pack for this 1 to 100 scale. That would be interesting, but I'm not sure. So again, just look how flimsy that is. Look, it's so easy to fall out. Gosh, I really am disappointed, Bandai. You're breaking my heart here. You're breaking my heart. Alright, so we'll put this sword in. Actually, let's just take that arm off because I think it's just going to fall down. Okay. Why is that? Oh no. Doesn't want to go in. Okay. What is going on here? Did I put it in the wrong way? Oh. What is going on? Okay, that is the correct. Oh wait, maybe I just thought it could go in further. Okay. Alright, so that is the sword there. It's wow, that is just gonna fall off in the wind. I could sneeze right now and the whole Gundam Barbatos would just collapse in a pile of rubble. Alright, let's okay, so that's my heater again. In Japan, they don't have central heating, so I have a kerosene gas heater, and it's beeping to tell me that it's been on too long, and I should open a window or something and let the heat out, which kind of defeats the whole point. Okay. All right, so that is the sword attached to the backpack there. I mean, it looks cool like that. I do like how Gundam Barbatos is, you know, just standing there with the sword at waist level, and then I'm wondering actually if it's even possible to have the hand holding onto the. Oh, it looks like it's possible. If you just get that on camera there real quick, it does look like we could have the hand gripped onto the actual sword there. So he looks like he's holding. Not that it's all that necessary, because it's, you know, the sword is obviously a lot lighter than the cannon, so the backpack is able to hold it, but very flimsy. Like I said, that ball joint's attached to the backpack there. That ball joint arm, but that does look way. Yeah, that looks well cool actually. So yeah. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, I guess that's it. I've shown you everything. I don't know. It's. I'm not a fan of the skinny Gundams, right? But I do like the overall design of Gundam Barbatos. It's just a shame that this scale 1 to 100 has limitations in the movement from the torso upwards, in the arms, and just the flimsy backpack design is just going to cause all sorts of grief when you come to trying to pose it. Maybe if it was painted, like I said, it might hold into the backpack better. These ball joint arms, but overall it just felt like. I mean, I enjoyed putting it together, but it just feels really flimsy and delicate, and I just feel like they could have done a much better job, unfortunately. Maybe they should have released a master grade version of this and not just a 1 to 100, but oh well. So that is Gundam Barbatos Scale 1 to 100 from the anime series Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Sorry for the abrupt end to the video there. I kind of ranted on a bit about how disappointed I was of this particular scale 1 to 100 build for the Gundam Barbatos. So I thought I'd spare you all listening to me rant on about that, and instead listen to me rant on about what's going to happen next with us on YouTube. So the next scale 1 to 100 release for Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans won't happen until January next year, and that's going to be the McGillis Schwalbe Gray's Blue Machine. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm probably butchering it. I apologize if I did. And our next Master Grade unboxing and review video will happen next month in December the 26th, which is Boxing Day. That's when the V2 Gundam version Kai is released, but we won't get that video uploaded on Boxing Day. You'll have to wait a bit because it is the winter holidays and I have a family to attend to, so we'll upload that video to YouTube between Boxing Day and New Year's Day for you. So stay tuned for that, and in the meantime I'll probably be doing other videos on YouTube for otakuus.com. We don't just do Gundam models, we do other Japanese memorabilia, toys, models, all sorts. So stay tuned onto the YouTube channel, and I'll be uploading all sorts of videos between now and the next Gundam video. Okay, thanks very much, and see you next time.